Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Iron and this is Iron's Tech. Today I'm going to be having a look at the Soundcore Q30 noise cancelling headphones. On my previous video I looked at these, which were the Soundcore Life Note E earbuds. I said I got these as a sort of replacement to these, but I've actually ended up using them more alongside them. These are great if it's raining or very wet, or I am doing lots of exercise and sweating a lot, as they're quite waterproof. They're also, obviously smaller and lighter. These, however, have been more of my day-to-day commuting headphones, and I'll go into more about that in a little bit. But first of all, let's have a look at them. So here they are. They come in this nice case. It's quite small, easily gets thrown in a backpack without too much trouble. It's got a good zip. Nice and tough. Inside there are the headphones. Soundcore Life Q30s, let's get them out. As you can see, they fold up pretty good, pretty small. They open up nice and easily. And there they are. They're nicely built. They've got very clear left, right symbols on the headphones. I like that, that's very helpful. And some other headphones don't have that, and it can be, especially if it's a little bit dark or you're in a darker environment, hard to see which way around they're supposed to go. Big L, big R on the inside is good for that. You've got really nice soft cushioning here. It's really good, really soft. Same up on the top. Really nice memory foam, very comfy. I can wear these for quite a long time, 2-3 hours at a time, without getting uncomfortable there. Got these nice Soundcore symbols on. Active noise cancellation. I'm not sure I like that here. I don't think this is necessary. It's almost like a bit of an advert stuck on the side there. Don't think you need to have that. But apart from this text on the side, I like the way these look. They look really cool. They're comfy, sound pretty good. I can wear them on my head for a long time without getting uncomfortable. Right, let's move on. So these headphones, I picked these up from, I got them from Amazon for about $60 it would work out at. That was a discount. They're normally up $79.99 on Amazon right now. But I got them around 60 with some discounts. They're normally discounted, or there are some vouchers or different things to get money off. They're very, very regularly discounted from that $79.99 price. And for the money, they are definitely worth it. They've been great. They sound really good after an EQ tweak. I'll talk about that later on. Comfy, lightweight. Noise cancellation is pretty good. Not the best, but it is pretty good. Very good for the price, I'd say. So yeah, about the noise cancellation. I use the noise cancellation on these sparingly. I think they sound better when they're on normal mode. But on a loud bus, especially sitting at the back, sitting on the engine on a bus, turning on the noise cancellation makes a big difference. And it is very, very good at blocking out the low frequency rumbling sounds you get from a bus or a train or an aeroplane. They're not so good at blocking out the high frequencies. Things like Bose or your Sony headphones will do a much better job at generally cancelling out everything. These are pretty good at just taking off that low background noise. And actually these ear cups are pretty good at just passively blocking out quite a bit of that high frequency sound anyway, so it's not too much of a big deal. These are high res. They can play high res music, but that's only if you plug them in. They do have a headphone jack there, and so you can plug them in with your mini jack cable. That's the only way to get the high res audio. And sadly, the EQs don't work on that one. So you are stuck with the basic EQ setup for these headphones, which is very bassy. And out of the box, I thought it was a bit muffly, a bit bottom heavy. I was a bit disappointed with that. But then when I worked out you can change the EQ in Bluetooth, that was okay. And I think they sound a lot better after they've been EQ'd. But again, like I said, sadly, you cannot change that EQ with them plugged in. You are just stuck with the base onboard EQ setting. Battery life on these is remarkable. Actually, I think the battery life is possibly their best feature. They last for a very, very, very long time. I can use these for a week easily without them running out. I think, honestly, I've gotten 2 weeks before needing to plug these in. They're stated for 60 hours battery life on normal mode, or if you put them into noise cancelling, or the transparency mode where they let the sound from outside through, they'll do 40 hours, which is still very good, very long time. If you charge them for 5 minutes, you get 4 hours, which again is very good. And I think it was like a 2-hour charge will charge them all the way up. And they are USB-C, so you plug them into USB-C and charge them up via a normal, standard Apple charging brick will charge these up without much problem. As you can see, all the controls here are all manual buttons. You've got your noise cancelling mode selection, so you can do normal mode, noise cancelling mode, or transparency mode. You have a power button, which also acts as a pairing button. You've got your play pause, and then you've got your plus and minus buttons, which do the volume, and they will also change the tracks forward and back if you need that too. Something else these have is if you put your hand over one of the cups like that, it will change the mode from transparency mode, letting the sound in, to normal mode, or from transparency mode to noise cancelling mode, depending on which one you have selected at the time. This is very, very useful just for suddenly talking to someone, getting on and off of a bus. If you bump into someone you can quickly hit this and you'll be able to talk to them without having to take off the headphones. I've already mentioned the comfort, and they are very comfortable. It says they have ultra soft protein leather ear cups with memory foam padding, and they are very comfy, very, very soft, very squishy, very nice feeling headphones. All right, so I also wanted to show you the Soundcore app, which has been a fantastic addition to these Soundcore Q30 headphones. Once you go into the app and connect to the headphones, which is very easy, you just press the connect button and it will just find them all by itself. You're greeted with this page, so you get a nice picture of the headphones. You can choose the different modes you like, equalizer, it's got some sleep settings too. I'll go into this selecting the sound profile, I suppose it's called first. So here you can just easily switch between, you've got noise cancellation mode, transparency mode, normal mode. I use normal mode the most, honestly. Even on a train, it's not that noisy and you can hear everything you're doing. And if you are standing by a particularly noisy person or loud part of the train, maybe by a door or something, you can just switch it into noise cancellation mode and that will take away all of the lower end sound. As you can see here, there are 3 different noise cancellation modes. You've got transport, indoor, outdoor. I found them to be very similar. The transport mode definitely does remove more of the lower engine sound and is the most powerful, the strongest of the 3. I find this one can give my ears a little bit of fatigue, but I think that's more of a me problem than a headphone problem, as the Bose headphones I've used actually do the same thing. The indoor one is a little bit less strong and will take away more background chatter. And outdoor, honestly, I've not found that to be particularly good. It works, it does reduce noise, but the other 2 just seem so much better, so much more accurate, is that the right word, at removing particular sounds. So this one, transport mode, you can immediately hear a big difference. It just removes all of the lower end rumble, all of the background train sound, air conditioners, anything like that. Okay, if I go back here, you also have this. This is, in my opinion, the best part of this whole app, and it actually makes these headphones a lot better than they would have been before. This is the equalizer. So in here you can see you've got some default settings and you've got some custom settings. If I go into the default settings, I've got piano chosen here. You have a whole load of default options to choose from, and they all sound differently. You've got the Soundcore, this is the one it comes with. It doesn't show you the EQ for that, maybe because it's the Soundcore signature. They don't want you to know, possibly. There's acoustic, bass reducer, bass booster, classical, podcast, and there's loads of them. dance, deep, and they all have a different EQ. So anything you like, any different sorts of music, you can set these up. No matter what I'm listening to, put it on piano. These headphones by default are very bottom heavy, very bassy, a bit boomy, and the piano just takes the edge off of that and adds a little bit more in the middle, and it just makes everything kind of pop. Everything just sounds so much sharper and clearer, and it removes all the muddiness on this piano setting. I've had to play around with the custom as well, which is good fun. You can go in and you can move all these around. You can go up and down and change all these different ones around any way you like. It's pretty cool, good fun to play with. But I found in the end, I have just gone back and selected piano, because overall I think it just makes these headphones sound the best. If you want a bit more bass on it, the next one I would go for would be the acoustic, because that's actually quite similar to piano. It just adds a fair bit more at the bottom. One last thing in this app is you have this, which is supposed to help you sleep, or background noise. If you have tinnitus, I have a little bit of tinnitus, this is actually quite nice to have on in a very quiet place. It stops the tinnitus bugging you. You can choose all these sounds. You've got the rain sound and a bird sound, some wind chimes, all kinds of things, water dropping, a fan, a clock ticking, train, which is interesting. I generally use these headphones to block out the sound of a train, but some people find that relaxing. And it works well. You know, it just keeps going. You can set a timer as well if you want to for this, which is nice. So yeah, it's a very, very good app, highly rated app. And if you get these headphones, definitely use the equalizer. I suggest piano, but listen to them all, choose the one you like. You can actually add this app to the widgets. That's really useful on the phone, because you can very quickly switch between the noise modes. If you don't want to be reaching up to the headphones and clicking the button, you can just swipe across and select the mode you like from the widgets. Okay, so that has been my quick review of the Soundcore Q30 noise cancelling headphones. They are very good headphones. They've been great for me commuting. The only reason I occasionally don't use them is because I use these small earbuds, mostly when it's very, very hot, or I have to do a lot of walking outside in the heat. These can be a bit warm for that. They can make my ears a bit too sweaty. But the rest of the time, these have been great. Noise cancellation is very, very good. With a bit of EQ tweaking, they sound very good. They sound much better than I was expecting for the price I paid. Again, thank you for watching this video, and you can like and subscribe if you would like to. Thank you again. This is Iron at Iron's Tech, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.